Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Phillip Coleman. Lynn Brooks has the evening off. We begin tonight with your weather. There are lots of outdoor events this weekend, from high school football games to the Kentuck Festival of the Arts. Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott has a first look at your forecast. Hello, Richard.
Hey, Phillip, good Friday evening to you. Getting cooler in a hurry now. It's 66 in the city of Tuscaloosa. Temperatures dropping like a rock. And as that sun sets, look for temperatures to continue to fall tonight. So the local high school football games will be chilly out there. Going to need that blanket and hot chocolate tonight, certainly for the local games. No rain, no cloud cover to deal with. No some clouds across the Tennessee Valley. That will stay put. Just a little dusty out there. Kind of hazy if you notice that haze on the horizon there. Here's the temperatures tonight. 60, I think, by 7 o'clock. At 10 o'clock tonight, as we wrap up some of the local games, down to 50, upper 40s at midnight. How cold's going to get tonight? And how about your weekend forecast? Weather's coming up, so stay with us.
All right, thanks, Richard. Now to our top story at 6. A West Alabama tradition is returning for the 41st time. Fall and football go hand in hand, but for the folks over at Kentuck Park in Northport, it's a time to appreciate the arts. The Kentuck Festival of the Arts is this weekend. Artists and vendors are making their way into Kentuck Park to get ready for this weekend's festivities. There will be arts and crafts featured from internationally acclaimed folk artists, free hands-on arts making for the children. You can also expect live music, live demonstrations, food, and much more. Now, the festival is this Saturday and Sunday, and some artists told WVUA it's a pleasure to be here.
It's just a fantastic place to come. I've found more customers, more people interested in art here than probably anywhere I've ever been.
I missed the first couple of years, a few years of Kentucky, and that was terrible. I wish I had come from the first one, but I didn't. But I've been coming 30 years. That's pretty long.
Now, the tickets are $10 per person per day, and all the action starts at 9 that morning and runs until 5 p.m. And for more information, just go to WVUATV.com and click on numbers and links. Now, new for you at 6, something else that's bringing dozens of people into West Alabama. It's a competition involving brick and mortar, and it's not your average competition. It's the Bricklayer 500. WVUA reporter Jennifer Edwards takes us there.
1 hour, 5,700 bricks, and 18,000 pounds of mortar is what it took to build these 12 walls.
This is the second year we've had the Bricklayer 500. It's an awesome event. It brings awareness to there are some still true brick masons out there. There's a lot of laborers these days, but it's nice to see a true brick mason and the artistry behind it.
Masonry teams from all across Alabama and surrounding states take part in a regional competition in hopes to be sent to Las Vegas for nationals.
They judge on quality, so it's not just, if you laid 1,000 brick, you win. They judge on your voids, on make sure it's level, and make sure it can be an actual usable wall.
Christy Guire and her family traveled from Nashville, Tennessee to show support for her husband and the hard work he does.
It's what he loves to do, so for him it's never work. I've never met anybody in my life that gets up in the morning, wants to go to work, loves what he does, never complains about it, and will do it sometimes 7 days a week and not even bat an eye about it.
Greg Palmer and his son Jamin are the Tuscaloosa regional winners for the second year in a row. They say although the competition is fun, it's also good for the industry.
It builds the industry up, it makes other people want to get into brickwork, and it's kind of bricklaying's kind of a dying trade because young people don't want to work that hard. It's real good, to motivate more people to learn to lay brick.
The Palmers head to Las Vegas in January. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Jennifer Edwards, WVUA News.
And 12 teams competed in this competition. Each team was composed of a mason and a mason vendor. The Alabama Crimson Tide football team will face what could be its biggest challenge of the season thus far tomorrow when they face off against the Tennessee Volunteers. Alabama's defense has made easy work of the competition in the first 6 games, and they are currently ranked first in both the SEC and the country in scoring defense. Now, Tennessee is high with scoring offense. with some 38 yards per game. Now, the game tomorrow starts at 6 p.m. and it will be broadcast on ESPN. Be sure to stay tuned because later in this newscast, your home team sports will bring you all the details. And WVUA is your place to start your football Saturdays. Don't miss Crimson Tide kickoff Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Gary Harris will have complete game day coverage with special guests plus a breakdown of the matchup, and we'll have feature stories as well about the Tide. That is Saturday morning only on WVUA. And before you cheer on the Tide this Saturday, get your football fix tonight. Football Friday is right after WVUA News at 10. Gary Harris and the WVUA sports team will bring you all the highlights from West Alabama's biggest games. That's starting tonight at 10:35.